Hello, I'm Alexis Cunningham, and this is me doing vlog one. These are my findings for this vlog. So when I watched the Teach Us All video, it really made me stop and think about what it means to make sure every child has, an equal opportunity to learn. Even though the Brown versus Board of Education happened about over 70 years ago, the film shows that many schools, are still dealing with this unequal resources and opportunities. It reminded me that equality isn't just about putting students in the same classroom. It's about making sure every student has what they need to be successful. As I watched the film and thought about the readings from this module, I saw a lot of connections to the universal design. To me, universal design isn't just one set of teaching strategies that works for everyone. It's something that changes depending on your students and the community you're serving. Every classroom is different, and every group of students has different strengths, needs, and experiences. And as teachers, we have to be willing to adjust our instructions so every child can access learning in a way that works for them. One thing that stood out to me was how important relationships are. The educators in the film weren't just teaching lessons, they were getting to know their students, understanding their backgrounds, and listening to their families. I think that's the huge part of creating an inclusive classroom. When students feel seen, heard, and valued, they're more likely to be engaged and successful. The part that resonated with me the most was seeing how much a child's zip code can impact their education. As someone who is becoming an early childhood educator in this new role that I'm in, the early interventionist part, that really, hits home. I know that children come into the classroom, with different experiences. Some have had access to preschool books and learning opportunities, while others haven't. And that's just something I can't ignore, as a teacher, as an educator. Instead of expecting every child to come in at the same level, I want to create a classroom where every student has the support they need to grow. This film, it's also made me think about the kind of teacher that I am and want to become more of. I want to be someone, who creates a classroom where every child feels like they belong. I want my students to know that their backgrounds, cultures, and experiences matter. And the universal design helped make that possible because it reminds us to remove barriers before students ever face them instead of waiting until they struggle. So yeah, this is just the sums up of my findings for vlog number one, Teach Us All, chapter 1.